Well, hello and welcome back to War of Dots. I have another game for you right here. Another free-for-all. Oh, once again, 7th Reich starts in probably, I don't know, the worst offensive position on the map. What you have to do is literally play it so patiently and everything, because 7th Reich starts down here and the bottom corner is orange again. Can he get another win down here? We will have to watch and see what happens. Once again, first part of the game is rather boring in a sense. It's people are just building up troops. Notice red though is building up lights. 7th Reich notices and knows that on this course, as long as people aren't attacking that quickly, because normally in free-for-alls people do not attack each other that quickly. And that being the case, it is better to go for heavy. So he immediately starts building up as many heavies as he can to try to form a defensive fortress on this last island so he can potentially do a last stand. All the other people are just kind of not doing much. Purple is also hitting my marks, is also building up lights. I mean, at the beginning of the game, I really think it's beneficial to, for a free-for-all that is. Also depending on the terrain, but at the beginning of a game, I really think it's beneficial to be building up heavies. At least, especially if you're in such a position as this. So normally, red will pull back and just hold the bridge here, but this guy, blue CS, he does not. Well, he actually finally does one, but he normally actually does. But at the beginning of the game, he wasn't. He was leaving his troops there. But it looks like he's going to try to do one big push for the capital of blue. That's why he's maneuvering his troops up here. Whereas orange, on the other hand, is continuing to, 7th Reich is continuing to just try to build up troops. Notice he's trying to station his troops as close to the water line as he can, so that if an attacking unit tries to bring his troops across, they're going to get stuck in the water and they're going to lose health a lot faster. Yeah, still building out units. His capital is actually in a very not great spot. I would have thought they would have put the orange capital like here on this city, but they don't. They put it here really close to the border, which is kind of crazy. So, because of that, if you form a unit on this capital, it will not heal. It's too close to the other units. So you have to heal a unit farther off it and then move the healed unit onto the capital to help protect it, which is what 7th Reich did here. Continuing to, he still has the troop disadvantage. He's continuing to try to catch up though. And it looks like purple has stopped. Blue is doing what he can to try to, actually blue might have left. Blue might be missing. So it's literally just fights between purple, red, and orange, 7th Reich. And once again, this stinks because 7th Reich is stuck on this island. He can't do anything to capitalize on blue not being there. 7th Reich tries to form a little trap. He tries to allow these to come in. And the minute they come in, he swoops in with these units to try to surround them. He's able to barely for a second, but then they're able to connect it barely. However, because of that, they're going to get surrounded and being 2v1, which they'll start losing troops a lot quicker. 2v1, as you can see, it's going down. 7th Reich's trying to shuffle out his troops. He loses a lot of damage. If you notice, he had quite a bit more troops than 7th Reich, but because of that, he just lost quite a bit. So now he's, down. Now they're kind of even. Now they're just shuffling. Blue is still, his name's yellow, but he's blue. He's still missing. He's able to take the capital. Red's able to take the capital blue because blue's just dormant. It's not there. He just maybe had a disconnect, couldn't get in the game. Red sees, and Red's able to capitalize on this. Well, 7th Reich is stuck in the corner, not doing anything. Once again, kind of the play for this is if 7th Reich thinks he's a better player than purple, he can try to shuffle and rotate troops well, and hopefully try to get this city here. He's trying to maneuver troops across water, because if he can bring troops across water and cut these troops off, there are too many troops supported by the one city, so he'll start losing units. So he tries to do that, doesn't quite work. Gets his ends up getting these units surrounded, so it doesn't work. He's able to get a little bit of a surround there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 unit would die. This city can only support 5 units. Now, if he's able to get that surround, that'd be even more. A lot of them will start dying. So meanwhile, 7th Reich and Purple, hitting my marks, they're beefing with each other and both losing troops drastically, while Red continues to have his troops built up more and more and more. He continues to see that Blue is not responding to anything, so he's just going to attack hard into Blue to try to take this other northern city of Blue. And he's able to, 7th Reich's able to get us around. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll see one of these troops will die probably decently. It actually doesn't. It doesn't have it quite long enough. But now he has a good kind of beachhead. He can try to really attack and go for this one city over here. And he continues to try to do so as best he can. While once again, look at Red. Red's armies are almost up to 300k. And look at them. They're both well below. 7th Reich, because of his big offensive, he's been losing a lot of troops, and he's way down on troops now. However, he's going to be getting close. He's really close to that city. Something happens here, though, where Purple also goes missing. Purple stops responding to stuff. 7th Reich decides it's time for him to bring these heavy units around. Hopefully, Red doesn't capitalize on this and swoop troops down here. But we'll have to see if that happens. And so at this point, 7th Reich notices Purple has stopped moving his units. And so, because normally he would be covering and protecting this. So he's able to take this city quickly. All of these units die. And he notices, okay, I'm not going to attack any of these units. Purple has completely left the game, quit. Maybe he had a disconnect. He stopped. So 7th Reich's like, I'm just going to snipe for these cities now and see what I can do. You know, it's just this unit doesn't have as much health on it, so he tries to put a unit close to it so it won't continue to heal. He's going to bring his units around and try to start attacking this capital of Purple's. In the meantime, what's Red doing? Building up a massive army over here and bringing units down and around to continue to snag the last few cities of Blue, since Blue is not even in the game, not playing. And 7th Reich, Orange, continues his push to try to get these also last remaining cities here. Bringing heavies over. He still is 120k down, troop-wise, on Red. Red should have been smart here and done a massive assault and tried to push a massive amount of troops over, because this is the time when Orange's main homeland is the most unsupported, the most unprotected. And he does. He starts bringing troops down and around here and everything. Orange is able to get another city of Purple's. And now he's going for the final city of Purple. And then if he gets this, he will be up in city count. He'll have 8 cities. Whereas Red only has 7 cities. But Red also has continued to only make lights. And Orange is still making heavies. Red starting his assault down in the east. Trying to swoop down, see if he can get these cities. But Orange is holding it well, doing what he can. Pushing him back. If he could just do this and then start building up troops as quickly as possible, then things would be going well for him. He was able to take the last city from Purple, so now he's just going to wait for Purple's troops to die of attrition, and then he might try to do a push. I think 7th Reich decides he's not going to do a push for the last city of Blue. He's just going to go straight for pushing towards Red cities. Red's attack down here got a little bit of traction, a little bit of steam. However, it is starting to falter. And these pinch points are very hard because of the bridges. It's hard to get over the bridges. 7th Reich's troop count is ticking up at a drastic rate. He's bringing heavy units over. He's just pumping out as many heavy units as he can to have them heal up and then bring them over. And pretty soon he's going to start an assault on this one city. And once he does, that's when Red realizes, oh, I don't have any troops over here to protect these cities. All of my troops are over here trying to fight, which I think wasn't that smart of a tactic. He was trying to use all of his troops to attack the homeland of Orange when it's such a defensible homeland, when he should have been focusing on here, lapping up more troops, and then swooping through the big mainland to try to grab more. Anyway, he just calls it quits there. I think there was a lot more fight left, but he had lost a troop advantage. He didn't have a city advantage. He was about to lose this city, and probably this one if these heavy units he swept around. So, catch you guys on the next one. Another free-for-all win.